Britain is about to witness the birth of robot wars.
This is Robot War. So are you ready for it?
Ultimately decide whether they emerge as winners or losers.
Robot wars is back.
Are you ready for it?
As you've just seen, this show is bound to be a belter.
Roboteers, stand by. From Chertsey in Surrey, Dantomkia.
If you'd to ask me for a favourite for this four-way melee, this would be the one.
Now, how do you pronounce it?
Dantomkia.
Dantomkia.
Daniel, Thomas, Kira, my three children.
Now we have it explained. Now, you have a range of weaponry here, which I want you to talk me through.
Okay. First we have the high pressure flipper.
Right.
Closed to fully open.
Yep.
Less than 25th of a second.
Yeah.
2 tons of force at this point here. We have some chisel spikes at the front.
So you can flip the likes of Dr. Fist
Oh yes.
and Crushtacean? You think you might be able to? Yeah?
Yep.
Oh.
Dr. Fist wheels are coming off, Crushtacean's going out.
Anything else that we need to know about?
It's a full body spinner.
It's a full body spinner.
Yep. The tail goes down, the nose comes up, and it spins.
You
100 kilograms.
lucky people. This is going to be a battle to remember.
Good design and construction, fast, agile, reliable, hard-hitting, good, interesting robot with a full pressure flipper. But new boys and nervous, believe it or not.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the poles together, on the left, Crushtacean with Ian and Dominic Visser, on the right, Dantomkia, the Captain Michael Lambert. And there, on the left, Mr. Nasty, Perry Watkins driving, and Paul Clark driving for Dr. Fist. In the arena for the house robots, Sir Kill-A-Lot and the mighty Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So don't forget, I've tipped Dantomkia for this, which means it'll probably go out in the first few seconds. There, Crushtacean scuttles along the side of the arena. Intriguing technique for Crushtacean. Dominic Visser, we might get a shot of him in a couple of seconds' time, is at the controls. There, when he closes those gloves, so the pincers on Crushtacean close, like a crab's claws. Mr. Nasty seems to have got problems. Crushtacean also, as Dantomkia comes in underneath that ground clearance of 4 centimetres. It is an Achilles heel for Crushtacean. Mr. Nasty is in all sorts of trouble out there. The ref bot is having a look there, centre of the arena, and Crushtacean is also with its problems in the CPZ. They need to get out of there. If they're in the CPZ too long, of course, house robots like Sir Kill-A-Lot can come in. Meanwhile, Dantomkia has another go at Mr. Nasty, who I'm sure by now has been technically immobilised. Crushtacean is in the CPZ. Dr. Fist, we have seen very little of throughout this competition. There's Dantomkia coming in again. I thought it would be a good machine. Poor Mr. Nasty. I think very, very early on, the 436-volt, 750-watt motors went. Crushtacean is about to go as well. Perhaps out of the arena. Sir Kill-A-Lot has it in his merciless grip. The ref bot just looks on there. The clock is not yet ticking down. Crushtacean is okay, it seems to me. No, I don't think Mr. Nasty is. Surely they've gone. And my big question is, where is Dr. Fist? There is Dr. Fist on the arena side wall. Now, when would they immobilise? Crushtacean has been flipped up. Is there still movement? There is from the pincer. This could be very vital here. Dantomkia is certainly the most effective, dominant, agile, destructive machine in this particular four-way melee. Crushtacean, should it go to a judge's decision, has worked hard. Dr. Fist has done absolutely nothing and is on the arena sidewall, and Mr. Nasty, for me, was immobilised a long while ago. And now, finally, the ref bot comes in to count down Dr. Fist. They didn't make much of a fist of it at all, did they? We thought they were lip-wristed, and indeed they were, boys. And Dantomkia has a final thrust at Crushtacean. The pit release button has been activated. That's the siren you can hear. You can see the pit going down. The ref bot is counting out Mr. Nasty, I believe. Dr. Fist has already gone. Dantomkia is shuffling around doing as much damage as it can do for later on. And very impressive too. There's Dr. Fist, about to be pitted by Sir Kill-A-Lot. Almost bending forward and leaning over Sir Kill-A-Lot, trying to clutch up the 98 kilos of Dr. Fist. Pitted, or put it onto the floor flipper. or into the drop zone. A new feature in Robot Wars 6. Basically a huge weight suspended above the arena about to drop and cause pain and strain. And that is what's happened to our losing competitors in this four-way melee. Dr. Fist nearest us, Mr. Nasty also. They're out, Dantomkia and Crushtacean through.
Good man. Well, Dr. Fist and Mr. Nasty immobilised and pitted. Dantomkia and Crushtacean, they live to fight another day.
Right, chaps, gather round. Now, you're up against Dantomkia, I can say it, with all its weaponry and all its finery, and that makes you worried, I know, doesn't it?
It's going to be a tough fight.
Technically, what is in your favour?
We always self-right. We can take the knocks. They've got a very, very strong bumper at the front. It doesn't like, and it can take lumps out of people. It's 4 years old, and I've never bent it. I don't know what the metal is, but I'd like to find some more of it.
Okay.
But it's going to be a tough fight.
It is going to be a tough fight.
It's not going to be an easy fight.
I'm going to go and talk to the opposition. I won't breathe a word of what you said. I won't. Honestly, I'm not like that, am I? I would never share things with too many people, would I? Dantomkia. I'm not telling you what they said.
Oh, right.
That's all I would say. You're up against Mighty Mouse. How do you feel?
Pretty good. Pretty calm.
Technically, they can flip and work on, you know,
But they
both
can't
sides
when
of
they're outside the arena.
Oh-ho. That's it, is it?
Rather easy. I'll get my timing right this time. They're flying. Get them a parachute for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Dantomkia.
Heavier but slower of the two machines. Dantomkia, captained by Michael Lambert, driven by his son Daniel.
Mighty Mouse.
Very fast at 30 miles an hour. Trevor Wright's Mighty Mouse. Young Matthew, his son, will drive.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot once again with the lance and the claws. Ooh, Mr. Psycho.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
6'2", eyes of blue, look behind you. Mr. Psycho's after you. Meanwhile, Mighty Mouse spins away with those great speeds. Dantomkia, I think, looking to get hold of Mighty Mouse, but Mighty Mouse is too quick across the arena floor. Now here's the trouble, of course. Dantomkia straight in underneath. Mighty Mouse at 76 kilos, particularly light. Dantomkia can work up a rage and some speed, up to 20 miles an hour. Try and get in underneath Mighty Mouse, flick it out of the arena. Nearly happened on that occasion, but Mighty Mouse backs away. Look at this, how close was this? Almost out of the arena, right on top. Bounced down on the sidewall, came back down into play. Mighty Mouse bounced away. That was a close squeak. Dantomkia in underneath again, bashes it off Sir Killalot this time, trundling out of the CPZ. Well, it's a resilient little Mighty Mouse machine, isn't it? But tumbled there into the Disc of Doom release button. And you can see in the middle of the arena the spinning disc on the arena floor to throw an unsuspecting roboteer around the arena. There it is. Do you see there? Dantomkia went on and immediately flew off. And Mighty Mouse used that, not at the moment because they're on the side. Dantomkia inadvertently has helped them right. Mighty Mouse flies away again. Damage limitation. Just stay out of trouble. Something's come off the back of Mighty Mouse there, off the back of its tail. I think it was the sort of weighted, weaponry, but it doesn't matter because Mighty Mouse finally is flicked from the arena floor and out. The tail came off, but the end of this particular tail is gory for fans of mice. Out in the arena, are you a mouse or a metal mayhem mashing machine? Dantomkia is just that, and Mighty Mouse is no more.
What a spectacular battle! Mighty Mouse was caught up on the arena wall. Refbot helped him out, but it was all to no avail. Dantomkia just flipped it out the arena. Dantomkia is the winner! Mighty Mouse, fast robot.
Yeah, it's very fast.
It was a bit like watching Tom and Jerry, that. Your tactic was just to run away as fast as you could.
Well, if we run away and ram, we can do some damage.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult to get traction out there. It's a very slippery surface.
Yeah, but you're still moving very fast.
We are moving fast, yeah.
You know,
it can go faster than that.
But the thing is, it's a very light robot.
Yeah, well, you have to balance the weight of the machine against the top speed. If you take it up to full weight, then you lose the speed.
Yeah.
If you want speed, then you've got to take a bit of weight off.
But if you take the weight off, it makes it easily flippable.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah. Very flippable.
The tail at the back.
Yeah, the
What
chain.
kind of weapon's that?
It was originally going to be a ball and chain, but I kept doing more damage to myself. So I put the spring on it, stop it going too far. But then it ended up just as a steering damper, because when I put it on, it wouldn't swing round.
Yeah.
So it actually worked. It held the steering, so I left it on.
The word in the pits is this Dantomkia is a mighty fine robot.
It's an extremely fine robot.
And so there's no disgrace in going out. I mean, it's a new robot in town.
It's a new one, yeah. I've seen it before at the live events. I've been extremely impressed. I didn't fancy fighting him.
He's making waves, isn't he?
He is making waves. I expect him to go a long way.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Mighty Mouse. Come lucky guys. As I said, Dantomkia. It's the name of your kids, isn't it?
Yeah, Daniel, Thomas, Kira.
Yeah.
Nothing more terrifying than kids.
You're not wrong. The word in the pits is that you've got a mighty fine robot there.
Thank you.
It's the first time in the wars,
It most certainly is.
and people are saying you're going to go very far.
I hope so. I'm working at it.
But how powerful is that flipper?
Closed to open less than 25th of a second. Full throttle pressure, about 2 tons at the head.
How many flips can you get out of it before it doesn't flip anymore?
We'll put it at 35, nearly 40.
Oh, wow. So you can keep going for a good long time then.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of people quaking down the pitch, you know. They don't want to come up against you guys, the new kids in town. And I tell you what, you're causing quite a stir.
We're working very hard at it. It's been a long struggle, but I think we've got a machine that'll do it now.
A lot of good robots in the competition. Do you think you can go all the way?
Depends who we get drawn up against, but yeah, we have a very good chance. There's some machines I don't want to fight.
Obviously.
Some machines I wouldn't mind fighting. Some machines I don't really know about.
What machines are the ones that you really want to avoid?
Really want to avoid? Chaos 2.
Chaos 2, that's got a flipper.
That's my next fight.
Well, you know what I mean? It's Robot Wars. You've got to beat the best robots to become champion, haven't you?
Well, you've got to fight the best to be the best, and I want to be there.
You know, that's true. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Dantomkia! Well done, lads.
Chaos too. I mean, you're really pitched in there with the big boys now. You've not shown any sign of fear or nervousness so far. Are you going to show any now?
Well, to fear something I had to have some fear about. They're not it.
They've replaced their motors. They're on fine form.
They need to. They're going to be retired, big time. No problem.
Dantomkia. Chaos 2. Roboteers, stand by.
There's young Dan on the right-hand side, after whom Dantomkia is named, with his dad Michael and Stephen Gadsby in there, and Chaos 2, George Francis, Ian Swan and young Richards. Shunt is in the arena for the House Robots for this heat final. The winners go into the series semi-final. And alongside Shunt, why, the irrepressible, charming Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1.
Just a quick reminder, George Francis with Chaos 2 has never failed to reach the series semi-final. And immediately on the attack on Dantomkia. Naive and inexperienced driving there, I thought, from Dantomkia. They exposed themselves for Chaos 2 to get in underneath and flick, but both flick themselves up and over there, and in comes Shunt into the CPZ. Who's going to right themselves first? Dantomkia springing and jumping, so Killalot comes out. Chaos 2 is on the arena sidewall here. We've got some drama in that CPZ, I can tell you. Dantomkia, okay, they're first up and away, and they'll come in now with a full frontal slam on Chaos 2. Chaos 2 trying to flip themselves. Now they have a limited CO2 supply, don't forget. They can't keep trying to right themselves, Chaos 2, and use that flipper. Dantomkia in, and they're out, over and out. Chaos 2 have gone. For the first time ever, that machine has failed to reach a series semi-final. And Dantomkia, Michael Lambert, Daniel his son, Stephen Gadsby, brilliant. Dantomkia through to the series semi. What a performance, what a machine. This could go all the way. Very resolute. righted themselves, then came in underneath. 84 kilos of Chaos 2, a well-timed thrust, a flick, and they were out.
Well, that is a turn-up for the books. Chaos 2, two-time UK champion, gets flipped out of the arena by a totally unknown robot. Dantomkia through to the series semi-finals.
Got a parachute. I think I need one.
You definitely need a parachute. The robots have advanced so much, and yet you seem to have stayed still a bit.
Yeah, lack of time, effort and money.
Really?
Think it's time for a new one now.
You're the first seed to go out. You were the fifth seed. We all thought you were coming to reclaim your title.
I was hoping for it, yeah.
Yeah. So where did it all go wrong? Tell me.
Well, better robot, new breed of robots, you see.
You're being very gracious. Now, is it really a better robot? Because I thought at the initial contact, you lifted Dantomkia so high. If you would have been by the barrier, that would have flown out of the arena.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's getting them to the arena wall is a big problem for has been a problem for mine. The only way I can get them to the wall is to keep flipping them.
Yeah.
The trouble is now, when you flip them, they don't stop. They used to stop, so you could have another 2 or 3 goes at them, but now they just keep driving away, so...
It was pity, because you were stuck in the corner, so you couldn't really self-right.
That's right,
I mean, you've got the best self-righting mechanism in the business.
Yeah, that's the problem. It only self-right if there's space behind the robot to self-right into. In that case, there wasn't. End of story.
And it's not much fun being stuck in the corner, is it, with the house robots?
Nope.
They all wanted a piece of you.
That's right, yeah.
Ah, well, you're a great competitor. We love having you on Robot Wars. We hope you come back. We hope Chaos 2 can reclaim his title someday.
I doubt it now.
You sure? Be more optimistic, come on.
Build a better one. Yeah,
build a better one. Come back, get your title again. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's hear it for Chaos 2! Come on! New kids on the block.
Yeah.
And you're turning some heads.
Worked hard for it.
People are quaking in the pits. No one wants to fight you now.
We'll have to pick some victims.
Are you nervous coming into the fight?
Nervous?
Because, I mean, Chaos 2 is like, whew.
Nearly passing out.
Really, that nervous?
That bad. I was going to tell George. No way. That's bad.
What was the tactic when you were sort of approaching the battle?
I had 2 choices. I pack and stack, which is what I used. With George gave me his rear end. I was going to lift my forks up and go through his back and take his internals out. Yeah. Sorry, George.
He's a nasty piece of work, isn't he? Well, you were nervous then. You seem a bit confident now, but I'd get nervous again if I were you, because it's either Razer or Firestorm for you, isn't it?
Preferably Firestorm. Razer.
Yeah, they're the 2 through so far to the semis. So you prefer to fight Firestorm than Razer then? Why Firestorm rather than Razer?
Come out in one piece.
You come out in one piece. Yeah, is Razer the one to watch for you? You just really don't want to fight Razer?
Razer's dangerous.
He is. He's the world champion.
Yeah.
He took his title, and I don't think he wants to give it back.
Not only did he take it, he earned it.
We'll see how the draw pans out, but look, good luck, lads. It's nice to have a new robot come right the way through, and you're doing so well. Turning loads of heads. Everyone's really excited. Let's hear it. Dantomkia! Well, we've had some surprises and some real uproars. Now Chaos 2 are out of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
From Chertsey in Surrey, Dantomkia.
Flip the number 5 seeds, Chaos 2 totally out in the heat.
How you doing?
Not bad.
S3 don't like flippers. That's quite good news for you, isn't it?
Parachutes.
You took Chaos out. Can you take them out?
Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely. They're not a shred of nerves.
I've seen them driving.
Fast and agile at 20 miles an hour. There's nothing faster in this semi-final. Reliable, very hard-hitting, good, interesting robot, this.
Roboteers, stand by.
Dantomkia team, Michael Lambert, the captain, his son Daniel and Stephen Gadsby, and S3, Dave Barker, Pete Alsop, Ian Pritchard. In the arena for the house robots is Sir Killalot. Sergeant Bash for a flick of flame.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Intriguing difference in the styles here. S3 looks the heavier. It's not actually. It's a couple of kilos lighter than Dantomkia. Dantomkia would look the more sluggish. It's not. It's the fastest. Considerably so. S3 has that vertical spinning disc to cleave, cut. Dantomkia has the full bottle pressure flipper. to get in underneath S3's 3 centimetre ground clearance. Didn't flip. Why? I wonder. Is it working properly? S3 away. Smacking onto the side angle grinder. Dantomkia. S3 pushing it further in underneath, and they could have wedged themselves in underneath. What do you think? I think they're wedged there, you know. Dantomkia. So S3 can come in and slice. The Dantomkia team unhappy. Daniel Lambert asking Dad Michael what's going on. There you can see Ian Pritchard of the S3 side. The ref bot has a glance. Dantomkia has got to get moving and moving fast here. Let me remind you, the loser of this particular battle goes into a 3-way losers melee for another chance to progress in this semi-final. What's S3 doing? Trying to destroy our arena. Sergeant Bash, have a word. Dantomkia, what on earth has happened to you? I don't know whether they lost control or power early on. They went in underneath, they wedged themselves. This is a surprise for me and a disappointment as well, because Dantomkia were hugely impressive in the heats, but in the series semi-final, they go into the losers melee. Stunned. Both teams, to be honest. So am I. What on earth happened out there? Well, Killalot will probably launch his own exhaustive electronic investigation. And in comes Professor Sergeant Bash, also to give a learning hand. This is the way that house robots conduct an exhaustive electronic examination of a beaten machine. They destroy it, bash it up, twist and torment, crumple, crash, smash, and drop it. See you again a little bit later on, Dantomkia.
And cease.
Dantomkia immobilised. S3, they go marching on.
Your very, very first piece of bad luck. That hurt as well, didn't it? Drive the trolley. There's not much damage sustained.
No, but minimal. I've got a Killalot did this. I have a small hole here, and I have a dent at the back, and I had to put the link back in.
Because what happened? It's tragic. What happened?
I hit the wall so hard, my link popped out. No
And the
power.
link, explain to us what that is. Every robot has one of these.
Okay, what happens is the battery comes up here and gets linked through to the system, so that when this is out in safe conditions, the robot is dead. It cannot do anything.
So in the pits here, as soon as it comes off the arena floor,
Yeah.
these links are get taken out, and that's how we all know we're safe.
Yeah, and when it comes out in a fight, it's a safe robot. That's no good. Don't want a safe robot.
Absolutely tragic. But still in with a chance. There's a loser's melee.
Yeah, sign me
And you're
up.
healthy.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. Go, work, and then fight.
Thank you.
Leaving for the losers melee, 13 black, Dantomkia and Wild Thing.
Okay, Dantomkia. Hi. New robot, new to Robot Wars.
Yep.
We want to see you go all the way.
Yep.
13 black and Wild Thing.
Yep.
Now, if I was you, I wouldn't be helping the competition.
Well, the way we see it, I mean, we're all Roboteers, we're all helping each other out. My other two teammates are over there helping Wild Thing out at the moment, getting it back together. I'm just checking this one over. We didn't really sustain any damage in the last fight. Just a technical fault with one of the links, as you know. So I'm just giving this the once over. They're helping him out just to get it sorted, really.
Dantomkia. Wild Thing. 13 black.
So another chance for the 13 black and Dantomkia team there, and the Adams family and Wild Thing.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot, ready to trundle and rumble, and Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1.
Brilliant sportsmanship from the rest of the Roboteers to put Wild Thing back together again as Dantomkia, The missing link now return, comes in, vents off a little bit of steam, and immediately is on the attack and looking much more impressive, taking on 13 Black. One of those discs repaired with a little bit of sticky tape, it would seem. Dantomkia very much on the prowl, smashing onto 13 Black. Looking to come again. Wild Thing being thrust away. Looking the lightweight of these machines, Wild Thing, at the moment. Reached the first round of the semi-final in Series 5. 13 Black, meanwhile, takes a terrific pounding there. And Wild Thing, they're being crumpled and munched by dead metal. I think Wild Thing's totally out of it, but Dantomkia played a major part with that shove on 13 Black. Then the flick, down it came with a crunch. Wild Thing then drove itself onto the flipper of Dantomkia, and in came dead metal and the sparks flew. The blade is turning, but there's no one at home, Wild Thing. 13 Black, I think, is at its end as well. Dantomkia trying to... Oh! Wild Thing is driven straight into the pit. Dantomkia just pressed the release button. Wild Thing unawares drove themselves onto it. Nick and Isabel Adams have gone out at the semi-final stage of Robot Wars for the 4th time. 13 Black, surely to... How can you smile when you've worked so hard on your machine? What are they doing out there? It's great fun. All that work. Great stuff. In defeat, a smile. And so some sort of dance. Yeah, well, the slogan is spin to win, coined by the Hypnodisc Rose family originally. And the Wild Thing team and the 13 Black boys heading out of the series semi-final. Beaten twice then in their initial battle in the semi and here in the losers melee. And Dantomkia looks much stronger now, don't you agree? Link back in place, and the full bottle pressure flipper seems to be working. They want the pit, you can hear the crowd crying. I think Dantomkia want 13 Black out of the arena, just as they flipped Mighty Mouse earlier on in the series and Chaos 2. 13 Black wants none of it. And he's still mobile, and he's still a threat with those two spinners. And he's got in underneath Dantomkia, and once again they're wedged on a grinder. That's the second time we've seen that. Not too clever, is it? So Kilolot's there, dead metal briefly, he's retreated to have a run, I think, at Dantomkia. Just away, 13 Black comes in. That's a strong onslaught from 13 Black. When it crosses the arena like that, it's travelling at 20 miles an hour, but he's just left himself broadside on for a Dantomkia shove, and 13 Black goes over yet again. And we've seen, though they claim they're invertible, they can run upside down, it's hardly quick progress. Dantomkia, 1 or 2 shoves more. It's going to go to the judges, this. I don't think they'll have too much work to do to decide the winner. Dantomkia or 13 Black? Wild Thing are definitely gone.
Another spectacular battle we've thrown to the judges. And the judges have decided the winners are Dantomkia! Kids on the block, mixed reception from the crowd, but I tell you what, it was obvious you won to me.
Yeah, when you turn them upside down and leave them there, and they stay upside down for the fights, they're dead.
Yeah, they were upside down for ages, weren't they?
The other one was in the pit, they're dead.
You were gutted when you lost your last fight, and you've come in through the back door.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it for the kids. Ladies and gentlemen, Dantomkia!
It's interesting that they should mention the gearbox, because between you, me and this lot, the gearbox is kind of stuck together, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they might have a go at your gearbox.
They've got to get to them.
So what are your tactics?
I can turn faster than them, so if I can get to the side of them or the rear, then I have an advantage.
On and keep moving.
Oh, yes.
You get them over and get them out.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that.
You don't want to cause them damage, you just want to win.
I'm sorted.
Roboteers, stand by.
The underdogs, the unseeded Dantomkia, Michael, Daniel and Stephen. And the reigning champions, Razer, Ian Lewis, Simon Scott, Vinnie Blood, Sir Killalot's in the arena. Ooh, dear. Gruesome menace. That's not all. Look at that. Mr. Psycho.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Can the unseeded underdogs create one of the greatest surprises in Robot Wars history? Or will Dantomkia's impressive run end right here and now? They try a flick, but Razer's already got them gripped with the part bird beak, part reptilian jaw. And this is the way they grappled with Wild Thing in the first round of this series semi-final. Razer getting in, fighting at close quarters to prevent being flicked. But Dantomkia shoves them against the arena sidewall. Razer very low ground clearance. Dantomkia gonna have to go some to get in underneath, and Razer's got them again here. They don't seem to be able to crumple down through the armament though of Dantomkia Razer. And this is a difficult battle against those Dantomkia boys for the reigning champions. I think they punctured them. Yes, they have. Or is that just a dent? Maybe it's just a dent, you know. I think it is. See if we can get a second look at it a bit later on. There's Daniel Lambert, the weapons officer of Dantomkia, teenager. Razer in underneath. Again, low ground clearance on Dantomkia. Named after Michael's 3 children, Michael Lambert's 3 children. Razer's beak has been a role model for many a weapon in Robot Wars, and finally crumpling and piercing. It is immensely powerful, the hydraulic piercer of Razer, and it's pushing Dantomkia slowly into submission. Now, what damage is it doing as it cuts through there? Pushed onto the arena, side angle grinder, but Dantomkia away. The winner through to the grand final. Razer again. Oh, look at that, just crumpling down and preventing the Dantomkia flipper working because of its awesome power, Razer. They simply can't get the weaponry working, Dantomkia. And Razer has been once more monstrous as the hammer comes down of Mr. Psycho. Ooh, Razer, get away from there, I would. Push Dantomkia into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, and bang! Down came Mr. Psycho's hammer. Now Dantomkia pushing Razer back towards a Killalot. This is intriguing stuff, because Razer are not through yet, not by a long shot. Dantomkia right back in the fight.
Cease.
And it goes to the judges. They don't look too confident, or do they? Judges deliberate. Oh, Sharky seemed to be doing a lot of the deliberation there. What was he marking on? The aggression and damage caused by Razer? Dantomkia onto the flame pit, being pushed. Again, being hammered, but then coming back into the fight and pushing Razer at the end.
Well, the judges have made the decision. We all know the criteria: style, control, damage, and aggression. They've gone for Razer! this. You beat Chaos 2, 4th seed. You beat Wild Thing, 9th seed. You came up against the top seed, and it all went pants.
Yeah.
But come on, guys, you're the new kids on the block. This is your first foray into Robot Wars, and you got so far. And it wasn't like a humiliation, was it? You know, they didn't like count you out or anything. It went to the judges.
We went the distance. If things had been a little bit better for us, it would have been different, but yeah, it's good.
So listen, now that you've started and you've got your first war under your belt, looking at the robot, what can you change to ensure that next time you go against Razer, you bash him?
A different driver.
Never mind, guys. You've been great competitors. It's nice to have you in Robot Wars. Hope to see you again next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Dantomkia!